I just finished reading Crushing It. How great entrepreneurs build their business and influence, and how you can too. It is following up from Crush It, which is Gary Vaynerchuk's last book. The last book I read by Gary was called Jab, 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 Right Hook, where he's talking about how to give, ask on your social media strategy. Rather than a lot of people who go out and they're just always asking for you to buy things, Jab, Jab, Jab was all about give them value, give customers value, and then ask after you've done all that with your hook. Crushing It talks about the social media platforms. This book was written in 2018 by Gary Vee, and it's talking about the social platforms that are currently dominating in our world. Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Voice First, podcasting, Twitter, Facebook, if I didn't already say it. The biggest chapter that I was taken away from this is Voice First. Literally the last chapter of this book. If you weren't already aware, I run a company called Voice First. So when I saw that Gary had written the last chapter on Voice First, I was ready to take notice. Voice First platforms are going to allow us to fill our brains during all the interstices of our lives. Those blips of time that used to be lost to forgettable activities. Social media equals business. That's what this book is teaching me ultimately. Social media equals business. In the world of the new economy that we live in, if your business is not on social media, you're missing a massive opportunity to engage customers, not just in your local area, your current customers, but to engage a global audience of customers who you're not currently reaching. Some of the things I found most critical about this, a lot of quotes. Biggest thing for me, document, don't create. One of the quotes that he's got is, "As long as we exist, humans will continue to embrace whatever innovations and inventions that offer us the most speed and convenience. And I know that recording and documenting every minute of our lives will seem perfectly normal one day. Content is how we document, is how we create the learning curve. Instead of trying to create this nice, beautiful picture, document your everyday life, document your thoughts 24/7, put it out there to the world. That way people can see your authentic and true self." I'm putting out stuff every single day on Instagram and YouTube. Those are my big two. Occasionally on Snapchat, and also every single day on my podcast, so 4, which is Voice First, so 5. I'm putting out content on 5 platforms every day. The biggest platforms I'm missing right now are Facebook, including Facebook Live, Twitter, which is news. Which brings me to my next point. What's each platform used for? In this book, Gary says Twitter is what people use to keep up with the current news. Facebook is for catching up with friends and family. Snapchat is for little blips of entertainment, and then YouTube sets the stage for an evening filled with long-form video content. Each platform is used for its own purpose, and when you document and you put out information in native bits of micro content on each of those platforms, it helps for your true self to really shine through. Each platform gets a tiny piece, a tiny look at your life to see who you are, represented in native content for that platform. So in conclusion, book I would highly recommend. I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10, Crushing It. Phenomenal read for any business person in the year 2018. Last thought, social media does equal business. Namaste.